Hey everybody, welcome back. Suji. I wanted to put a video out about the light wave, the energy wave that's supposedly hitting the planet. There's been a lot of information going around about that it's happening this week, and it's maybe starting tomorrow or starting today through the end of the month, and it's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's rainbows, it's pink, it's purple, it's this, it's rolling in from the south, airplanes are going to freeze in the sky, and planets are going to, or ships are going to come, people are going to be taken off the planet, and there's going to be a new Earth, and there's going to be an old Earth, and some people are going to be stuck here, and some people are going to be there, and light workers are going to be here, and this and that, and all this information. Everybody kind of has a sort of different take on what's going on, lots of different information. So I wanted to give you more. No kidding. I don't really want to give you more, but I will sort of give you what my perspective on it. But more importantly, what I really want to talk about is, in this, why are we here? Anybody that's watching this is an awake person. You're an empath, you're an intuitive, you're clairvoyant. Your abilities are up there. You feel into what's going on, and you know there's something going on. And I feel like there's a purpose in all that for all of us. But first I wanted to kind of address what I'm getting about this energy wave, because I do feel like you can look at what's been going on, in the last 6 months, and there's no doubt that things are changing, and energy is, to me, is increasing, and the drama is increasing, the chaos is increasing, and the light is increasing. People are waking up so quickly, and so, to me, so stunningly, what I've been working on for, been into for 25 years. People are instantaneously popping awake and understanding. It's really fascinating, and it's fun. It's fun to see, and I'm excited about it. But what I see coming with this energy wave, I keep getting this story or this vision of when I was standing on my son's soccer field years and years ago, the south end of the field. They were practicing, and there was a cold front coming in that day, and we could physically see the cold front coming in. We could see it because it was rolling across the field, and it was kicking up all this dust, and so the wind was rolling right across the field, and when it hit us, the hair started blowing, and the dust blew by, and it got 10 degrees colder, and you were in short sleeves, and suddenly you were cold, and nobody died, and nobody fell over, and soccer practice didn't even blink an eye, and it went on. It continued on, and the cold front was there, and we all adjusted, right? So this is what I'm getting of this energy wave, and I feel like it's already started, like a Mercury retrograde. What I find with the Mercury retrogrades is people who are kind of in tune experience the retrograde before it actually hits. So, like right now, the Mercury, if I said that we're in it, we're not in it yet. The Mercury retrograde starts on March 23rd, and I've been experiencing the thing, and I know a lot of people have, and I've actually seen it. Everyone is experiencing this retrograde early. What I usually find, and hopefully this will be the case this year, the Mercury retrograde, I experience it and process it before it actually starts. And so I feel like that's what's been going on for people who are in tune and aware. That's what's been going on for the last 6 months, but really strongly after the first of the year. Before this actual energy wave, the bigger force of it hits, we're already processing it, so that when it gets here, it's just not going to be that, for us, it's not going to be that dramatic. Now, other people, it may or may not, but we're going to get to that. So this is what I see coming, and I know this is an intense energetic month anyway, because we have the 2 full moons in the month, the one that was on the 1st, and I think the second one is the 30th or the 31st, I don't remember exact date, but 2 full moons plus the Mercury retrograde. So there's a lot going on, and a lot of it is in fire signs apparently. So, there's a lot going on energetically anyway. And I feel like once this wave of energy hits, it's not going to just hit and then we're all going to suddenly upgrade or downgrade or do whatever we're going to do. It hits, it moves through, and we all are going to adjust And it's going to continue. The energy is going to continue to process through, and we're going to continue to process and grow and change through the coming months. And then afterwards, we continue to just upgrade and upshift, and we just continue on our path. So I don't see it being anything dramatic. And part of the reason, what I'm getting is because of people like you and people like me. And one of the things that we found in this community that we're all in is that we are all over the place. It seems it's unfailing in the different groups that I have gotten involved in, that nobody's together in any one place. There's no big concentration of people that are into this, or from what I'm seeing, in any one place. We're all over the place, always. And I think there's a specific reason for that. I feel like there's a reason I've been stuck where I am for 20-some years. And I have to take a sip of water just a sec. We're going to get to water in just a minute, too. It's because we are the 1,000 points of light. Remember George Bush and the 1,000 points of light? I think there's more than 1,000 of us, but we are the light bodies. We are awake and we are aware, and it's crucial. Our part in this is crucial. Our life purpose, I feel like, is really tied up in this. I mean, if you know, you're into this, and you know what's going on, you have some abilities that are different from other people's, that you just can't exactly place what you're supposed to be doing. Well, this is what you're supposed to be doing, and we're going to just stop right there. We're just here to process this light. And if you don't think that that's a hugely important job, I say think again. It is huge. Because the more of us that can process this light and this energy and assist with the upgrade and assist the planet with her upgrade, the easier it's going to be on everybody. And how important is that, right? Because we know that the dark forces that are trying to control the narrative, trying to control this light wave, they know it's coming. And that's why there's such an uptick in all this drama. They're trying to control our creative power. They're trying to dampen us. They're trying to keep us in fear, so that when this gets here, they can manifest what they want to manifest, and we don't manifest what we want to manifest. So it's crucial that we step out of the narrative and step out of the indoctrination, step out of the religious dogma, and think for ourselves. Think for what's right for you, because what's right for you is going to be right for other people. And what's right for you might not be right for me, but what's right for me is also going to be right for other people. And in that way, we can all live in the way that is right for us, without stepping on each other's toes and trying to control what you think or what I think or what anybody thinks. So thinking for yourself, so important. And detaching from the narrative, and detaching from all of the drama that we can get into as humans. It's part of being here, and as part of another part of what I wanted to bring up is that we're having to learn to walk between the two worlds. We're in the 3D world. We're in a physical body. It's 3D, right? And it's supposedly upgrading to 5D. And I still am wondering what the hell happened to 4D, and where did that go? I mean, I haven't heard anything about the shift from 3D to 4D, so I don't know. But if you know, put it in the comment section. But we're supposedly shifting from 3D to 5D and blah blah blah, and 5D is kind of up there. It's not something that we're used to living in. And it's not easy to be on this planet, be in the world, and not of the world, and to channel in these abilities that are coming in from the 5D and being able to use them. That's the gift in this, right? Pull in that etheric energy and the knowledge that you have and that feels right to you, and live that. That's what we're learning to do, walk between the worlds. And so what I really wanted to talk about today, and what's really important to me, I guess what I'm passionate about, is preparing yourself for this. And a lot of us already are and already do, but I just wanted to make these points. And this gets into water. We have to prepare our physical body. And for me, I can't believe how much water I'm drinking lately. Water, water, and more water. And I don't drink just any water. I drink filtered water, and I use a gravity filter, and it filters out everything, including the fluoride, because where I live, we get fluoride in the water. And they're just poisoning us with the fluoride, with the chemtrails, with all this and all that. Drink pure water. drink water with minerals in it. Some people say drink distilled water. I don't know about that because it comes in plastic bottles, but supposedly detoxing. And drink the water and drink it to detox. Include baking soda, apple cider vinegar, and lemon. Not necessarily all at once. I think baking soda and apple cider vinegar are a good combination. They kind of cut each other, but make it in a big glass because it will fizz up. But I drink apple cider vinegar, the baking soda, and lemon water pretty much every day, or try to, and because it makes the body alkaline and it helps to detox the body and flush things out. And I take supplements. I take silica, which is a very inexpensive way to silica binds toxins and heavy metals and takes them out of the body, and it's worked great for me. I've had a lot of success with just taking silica. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I also take, when I remember, the chlorella, and this I think is another important one, is some form of greens, organic greens, non-GMO foods, that kind of thing. We all know the drill when it comes to trying to eat healthy. But again, we're walking between the worlds. If you live in the United States, man, our diet sucks here. And it's hard to stay away from Chick-fil-A. I gotta confess, I love Chick-fil-A. Sometimes I need certain things to really ground me back down so that I can successfully facilitate. And it may not be like I'm trying not to eat red meat anymore. Not out of any sense of, oh my God, red meat is bad, or does it just, I just energetically, after meditating for like, really successfully for like a year and a half, I just don't feel drawn to it anymore. And so I pretty much cut it out, and I've had a lot of physical changes to my body, but not too long ago, I just was out of balance, and I ate some red meat, and everything came back into balance. So whatever you need to do, whatever's right for your body is my point. You have to experiment with it and go with what you're feeling. If you get this feeling that you don't want to eat something, don't eat it, no matter what it is. One thing don't eat, though, period, don't eat, is sugar. That is an extremely toxic substance and addictive substance, and your body never needs sugar. Okay, so anyway, preparing the body and being physical, doing, walking, lifting weights, being out in nature, doing yoga, these are the things that you can do to prepare the physical body for this and keep it in tune for processing all this energy. And then back to meditation, the mental, spiritual, emotional aspect. Meditation will cover all three of those. Even the physical will help with some of that. But meditation is so important, and I'm going to link down there 2 videos. One is heartfulness.org. It's heartfulness.org, and they have a meditation system, I guess, if you want to call it that. I will link the meditation video and the cleaning video. I've been practicing this for about a year and a half, and wow, I can't believe the difference in my life. And I think because I've meditated at points in the past, but more than the meditation, I think the cleaning aspect of it is huge, because when you do this cleaning, you use 2 words: impurities. You're releasing impurities and complexities, and you're cleaning crap out of you. And you just use those 2 words. You don't focus on anything that you're trying to release. And it's been amazing. This stuff just goes, and you don't even have to do anything, because the more you focus on something, the more you're attached to it, right? Makes sense. You go into counseling and you spend hours and hours talking about all of your problems. All you're doing is attaching to them in a lot of ways. You're not letting anything go. So I highly recommend it. I'm going to link it below, and I'm not going to go on about it anymore. But meditation or prayer or some form of centering, whatever it looks like to you, even if it's a walking meditation, again, out in nature, however that looks to you, it's very important for keeping your spiritual, emotional, and mental bodies more clear. And again, with the mental, it's detaching from the beast system, detaching from the stories, detaching from the media, detaching from sports, detaching from Hollywood, detaching from TV. It's really kind of an out there way to be. Not too many people not into the sports, not into watching that one television show, not into not watching the movies, or this is what we do, right? This is how we're programmed to be. And it's hard to, I started driving years ago, driving in silence. I listened to nothing. Occasionally I'll listen to somebody's show on YouTube at this point, but no music. I mean, music is another big one. They program us through the music, and they trigger us through the music, and they play the music at these lower frequencies, the lower hertz. So it keeps us in the lower vibrations, and that's what they're trying to do. And everything that we're trying to do, everything that I'm talking about is helping you to raise your frequency and be in the higher vibrations, so it's going to be easier to process this light. And you know, like I said, I feel like that's what you're here for. And so everything that you can do to make it easier for you to facilitate as much of this energy as possible. And by facilitate, I mean you're not doing anything. It's just, you're just a conduit for it to just move through that energy, like that cold front, man. It's just going to blow through, and it's just going to blow through you. Maybe your hair will get a little messy. You know, maybe you might need to put on a jacket or take one off. It's light, it's hot, so who knows. But you're not going to be blown over by it. Soccer practice is going to continue. And because of you, other people aren't going to be blown over by it and aren't going to have their lives devastated. And the planet is going to have an easier processing of it. Maybe a few less earthquakes, maybe a little bit less dramatic. I feel like everything is going to move at a pace. It's like the whole 2012 event, when the non-event that happened 2012. But I did have an event on 2012, and it was significant. I was driving home. It was 12/20/2012, from dropping off my daughter at school, and the sun was right in front of me. The sun was coming up, and it's the time of year, I guess, when the sun is pretty low, and it was right in front of me driving, and I can't see a thing, right? And what comes into my brain was, this is why we don't show you everything at once. Because if we did, this exact thing would happen. You would be blinded, you would not be able to see where you were going, you would be startled, and you would wreck. You would wreck your car. You would crash. You would crash and burn. And so this is, again, why I feel like this process is going to be one of, gradual. We're going to process this energy, and in the coming months, we just keep doing what we're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep cleaning, keep cleansing, keep your body strong, keep your mind strong, and keep control of your narrative. And I did want to read a little bit. I was talking to a gentleman, or he emailed me he's in Canada. He has amazing information, and it triggered a download for me, and I wrote it all out on paper. I'm trying not to read it, but just talk about it. So, I mean, the first thing, it's crucial that we learn to walk between the worlds. Take advantage of technology to connect with others, and we are here to hold the light space. Body prep and cleanse, detox as much as possible. And also they were talking about the information overload. There's so much information, and so many people have these different stories about what's going on in Planet X and brown dwarfs and black stars and earthquakes and move here and be there. And I'm not discounting anything that anyone says at all. But we need to take the information, we need to take this information and use it to unindoctrinate ourselves. Take the information about Enki and Enlil and Yahweh and this and Thoth and Zeus and whoever else that you are studying or reading up on, and don't let that information overload your mind. Use discernment, step back from it, step back from anybody that gives a fear-based agenda, and just process and move on into what's right for you, because we're never going to know. We are never going to know what really went on a million years ago. Not in this physical form. Well, I say never, but who knows. Anyway, this is just for here and for now. Be practical about it. Don't let your mind get information overload. This happens to me from time to time, and I really have to step back. So the more of the light wave that we can process and successfully channel through, the easier the event will be on the entire planet. Again, we're so important in this. And the real important, to me, the most important piece of the information that came in was manifestation is important in the light wave, right? A, we're going to be able to manifest easier, and B, we need to control our own narrative. Again, so manifestation is important in the light wave. Again, this is why those in control wish to keep most in a state of chaos, confusion, and fear. It is why there is implanting of stories of mass destruction, like that movie 2012. It's the one that pops up immediately. Day After Tomorrow. Was it The Day After Tomorrow? I don't remember. Some movie about snow. And anyway, this is programming, and they are trying to create their own story. They're trying to create what's going to happen with this energy wave by using our own consciousness. If they can achieve the creation of the story, the story that they're wanting, using our own minds and creative power to do so, they get the earth they are trying to create, which is one based in fear, power, and control. And they can't do it without us. They can't do it without control of the mass consciousness narrative. And that's why, we're waking up. So many people are waking up, and so much light is coming on the planet that, like I said, things are not going well for them in the way that they want them to go. And so the more that we can do to keep processing all this, let's see here, what did I say? They get the earth. Okay, a mass die-off would suit them fine, as they feel they are prepared for it, right, with these underground bunkers. And they will then continue to control the narrative once the event, once the event is over and they come out of their little bunkers, and they will still be in control of the planet. Personally, I think that Mother Earth has other ideas in store for them, but that's none of my business. So if you are watching this, I know that you resonate with this. You are a holder of the light and a processor of the light. Looking at and processing light is rarely easy. So as the light comes in, lights up our shadow cells, and we get to see what we judge as bad and as evil, and sometimes we don't want to see it. We don't want to admit that we are this or we are that. And it's really important that as things come up and they're put in your face and they're over and over showing you this for a reason, it's really important that you don't judge yourself. You say, okay, I'm this. I have this addiction. I have that addiction. I have my own addictions. I've seen them recently. Everybody has their addictions. Everyone has addictions. So just seeing that and saying, okay, I have this, and I'm going to move forward with the awareness that I'm like this. This is what I do. I'm codependent. I'm this, I'm that. And stepping out of ego around it, because it's being egoic to say, to be codependent and to not let your light shine. That's just a way of the ego protecting itself from what it feels like is going to be harm, right? Or for being alone, or, whatever link in codependency has, or addiction, or anything. So be aware of how strong you really are, even if you don't see yourself that way. Even if you see that you're a flawed person and you feel like you're less than because you're flawed. You're not. You're perfect as you are. Your flaws are fine. They're perfect. Everybody has them. If you didn't have them, you wouldn't be here. So celebrate that, right? This is what we're here to do. We're here to grow and to learn. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. And for anything that the light sheds light on and that you see, don't judge it. Just accept it. Master Oogway's thing, my favorite of all. There is no bad news. There's just news. And how you interpret the news, or how you take it, is how it ends up manifesting in your life. Lovingly detached from the drama narrative. This doesn't mean rainbows and butterflies and acceptance of bad behavior. It means that you look within and see what does and doesn't serve you. You detach from and remove all that detracts from your ability to hold light and lowers your frequency, right? Back to frequency again. You can control your frequencies by how you judge yourself or don't judge yourself, how you accept and how you are in self-awareness. It's just really, really key to us at this time. Be gentle with yourself. Create a space of positivity and accept yourself rather than judging what you are or aren't, and where you are or where you aren't in your life. To have issues is to be human. It's back to walking between the worlds, right? You're in the 3D. You're going to be in the 3D. When we go to the 5D, you're still going to be in the 3D. The key to all this is to be able to live in all of the Ds at once, even though we're not too sure what 4 is exactly. We'll figure that out. That is where we're trying to go. We're trying to be 3D, 4D, 5D, 1D, 2D. Through 5, and who knows, they say, what does it go up to 12, 13, does it go higher? I don't know, but that's the information that I wanted to get out. I mean, to me, it's take it into something practical and make all this information work for you. prepare your body, prepare your spirit, your mind, your soul. Keep yourself cleansed, keep yourself in awareness, and be easy on yourself. Be kind to yourself, because you're an amazing and wonderful human being, and you're perfect as you are. All right? I love everybody. I hope you all have a really fabulous day, weekend, week, life, and ride the energy wave. Talk to you all soon.